But I think it's important at a very young age to be able to understand intellectual property. When I was growing up, very few people understood intellectual property. I think what happened was the boom of the dot-coms, where we saw that there was wealth that was created through intellectual property.
Around the world, support is gathering for including IP protection in the curriculum at elementary and middle schools. Since 2015, China's National Intellectual Property Administration and the Ministry of Education have promoted IP education at elementary and middle schools. This is Haidian Minzu Primary School in northern Beijing. From second grade on, the students here attend a weekly Makers Fair, where they take part in classes including coding and robotics.
This is a platform that can divide people into the three carriages of the train.
通过这些社团呢，给孩子搭建平台，引导他们在生活中发现问题，然后通过信息技术手段或者一些其他手段去解决问题，形成自己的发明创造。
Wherever it is, I can get position in time in the sea.
我们开展知识产权中小学生的这种知识产权教育，我觉得我们本意是要培养孩子们的一心、二力、三意识。一心指的是要培养孩子的好奇心，二力是要培养孩子们的动手和动脑的能力。
In my invention, I add a ventilator and a three-way valve in toilet.
三个意识是指保护意识、权利意识和尊重意识。
Teaching children to respect knowledge, admire innovation, and protect intellectual property rights is one important aspect of China's overall intellectual property strategy. It's a strategy that has greatly boosted innovation. In WIPO's Global Innovation Index released in July 2019, China climbed to 14th place from 17th the year before. China has now been the leading middle-income economy on the index for 7 years in a row.
When I first heard of the Global Innovation Index, it is in year 2013 when China ranked number 35. Yeah, so I'm so happy to notice that in year 2019, China ranked number 14. And China is the only developing country within the top 15 economies. And China is also the only country with unceasingly rising of the ranks.
In 2019, the World Innovation Index ranked 129 economies using 80 different parameters, including investment in research and the number of international patent submissions and trademark applications. The index also takes into consideration various other parameters, such as the development of mobile apps and high-tech exports.
Though China ranked number 14 this year, China still should pay attention to the other factors. For example, in the future, China should more focus on the knowledge-intensive industry and the high-value-added industry.
China is currently preparing the outline for its next national IP strategy, which will run from 2021 to 2035.
党的19大提出了分2步走实现社会主义现代化强国这样一个目标。知识产权作为国家整体现代化当中的一个重要组成部分，我觉得是不可或缺的。所以我们现在正在制定新一轮的战略，跟现有战略能够做到无缝对接。
There is something that has been present constantly in China, and that is a strategic focus from the top. And we see it, of course, with President Xi Jinping, who has a very big strategic focus on innovation and on intellectual property as a part of innovation. So this is one lesson for, I think, everyone, is having this focus and support of the leadership means that the whole system can adapt to embrace the idea of intellectual property.